Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः. Good morning. This session is drawing to a close. Hope you all learned your language well. బాగా నేర్చుకున్నారా? కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ పెరిగిందా? బుక్స్ చదవమని చెప్పాను, చదువుతున్నారా? ఇక్కడ స్టోరీ బాక్స్ అని పెట్టాము, ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నారా? సో you have to come to books. There is no other way. Spelling, if you want to improve your spelling, by listening to talks you may develop your English language. I mean, the sense that you can speak well. But if you want to write well, reading is compulsory. Because you know the word but you don't know the spelling of the word, then how you will be able to write? So spelling you will know only when you develop this habit of book reading. For various reasons, we are finding it difficult to read books nowadays because we have this WhatsApp loaded phone with WhatsApp that doesn't give us much quality time, but you must make time. Where there is a will, there is a way. You come here only 3 days in a week. 3 days you are free. Here you are here on MWF days, TTS days, same time. I think you are free. That time also belongs to us, VIOL. You're supposed to read something at your home. So in the beginning you will find it a bit difficult, not so interesting, but you have to force your mind. I was telling yesterday to TTS students, if you watch a movie, if you get 10 units of happiness and joy, by reading a good book you will get 50 units of happiness and joy. Not in the very beginning, but once you are, a kind of bibliophile you have become, a lover of books. That much of joy, I assure you. So I suggested you, I think in the beginning itself, that we have, library books like Panchatantra Hitopadesha, Amar Chitrakatha, Akbar Birbal stories, wonderful books, children books, in a conversation format, question answer, dialogue. Panchatantra particularly, it's a dialogue between two animals. Our ancestors were sages and rishis. They were so great, such geniuses. A king wanted to impart lessons on values to his children and morals to his children. So he had given the task to one great Pandit, Vishnu Sharma. So he wrote this Panchatantra, how to teach children moral values and ethics. If you just give a lecture, a monologue, they will not listen. Okay? To draw the attention of the children would be very difficult if you teach morals. And so, he has created a dialogue between two animals, between a crow and a jackal. Crow is conversing with a jackal. Children all ears, full of attention. The crow is saying this, the jackal is saying this. In between he brings another animal, full of attention. And now actually, beautiful conversation. There is a story. At the end of the story, there is a moral. That's how actually imparted moral lessons to the children of that age. And so the book has become a kind of immortal one. They have been translated into so many languages. Like the Aesop's Fables. There are so many such books are there. Even though we are elders, even if we read now, it refreshes our mind. Gives some fresh strength to the mind. There are certain books which tax our brain. Okay? Definitely our medical studies, legal studies, engineering subjects, they tax our brain, and that's the reason we find it difficult, to focus. But if you read these kinds of Amar Chitrakatha, biographies of great people, because many incidents are packed there, beautiful and wonderful incidents in their lives, very heroic incidents, you will never feel bored. There are different kinds of books. Our subject books, most of the times we have to compel our mind to grasp something, to absorb something, and also you have to struggle to remember. But whereas these stories effortlessly you can read. So people think that all books are the same. No, definitely not. The concentration problem is coming for this reason. The nature of the human mind is such, it doesn't relish the same thing. You try to ask the mind to do same thing again and again. No. You ask it to read the subject book from morning to evening. Engineering, suppose you are studying mechanical engineering. You give a mechanical engineering book to your mind and ask it to read from morning to evening. It doesn't. Okay, it feels bored. So you change the book. Half an hour, 1 hour you read one book and change it and turn to different subject. And then again you take up some other subject. Mind always wants variety. That is its nature. That's how you can actually keep it occupied, by changing the subject. But whereas the children books and books actually of moral stories, they will never make you feel bored. The more you read, the more you feel like reading. Okay? That's how actually you have to develop language. Most of the times it's in a dialogue form, conversation form. I say that actually it also refreshes your mind, infuses fresh energy and fresh strength into your mind. Not only that you learn language, but you also learn moral values. They will help you to build your personality. So my request to you all again is, come to books. Investment in knowledge is the best investment. If you don't read now, you will never be able to read in future, because in future you are going to become further busy. You are already busy. మీరందరూ చాలా బిజీ పీపుల్, భవిష్యత్తులో ఇంకా బిజీ అయిపోతారు నాకు తెలుసు. ఇంకా బాధ్యతలు బరువులు పెరుగుతూనే ఉంటాయి, తగ్గవు కదా. ఇప్పుడు టైం లేదంటే ఇంకెప్పుడు లేనట్టే జీవితంలో. మెనీ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ హ్యావ్ క్లోజ్ దేర్ మైండ్స్ because a lot of actually peacelessness today exists in families because people, they don't know how to occupy themselves, because that intellectual growth is possible only to human beings. Had we come here as an animal, there is no scope for any kind of intellectual growth. That growth actually can happen till our last breath. Not that now actually I have, got a job, I don't have to read any further. Not such thing. Keep on reading, make books your friends. Keep the company of books. You will grow constantly, and you need to grow. That's what human life is. You will grow constantly. Your personality will keep flowering. The more it flowers, actually, the quality of your human relationships will improve. Ultimately, it helps you to acquire more money and wealth also. Because as your attitude towards life has changed, your quality of interpersonal relationship has changed, your communication has improved. In so many ways, you will be benefited. Again, I want to tell you that we are all living in urban spaces today. Most of us occupy only service sector jobs. In service sector jobs, communication plays a major role, and also your personality, because you're constantly interacting with so many people. So book reading actually helps you to uncondition your mind. All cobwebs, eccentricities, angularities, they all will get rounded off. And then you will become a holistic personality, okay, an integral personality. So, perfect personality in the sense that because your personality is actually so wonderful, and people will love to interact with you, and money automatically comes afterwards. So, in so many ways, you will be benefited if you come to books. So, my suggestion is make books your friends. Well, thank you. Nice day.